Okay, so be careful when you set yourself a goal or a challenge. It's already been more than an hour in, and I haven't I haven't automated the process yet, but there is a but, okay? But I was able to actually use existing platform to do the scrapping, to get the list of the people that I need to contact, and also used another tool to automate the process and even have a follow-up setting so that after 2 days the first connections will have a follow-up a follow-up message, right? So at least I did something. But initially what I wanted to have was a fully independent automated agent. So I'm currently at Mila, and for the last couple of months, I've been reaching out to people from the fintech industry, bank, insurance, and healthcare as well, to validate my business hypothesis. And lately, I've been struggling with one thing. I have here a lot of tabs, like a lot, thousands of tabs of LinkedIn profiles that I need to connect. Thousands of them. So I've been reaching out to engineers in the banking system to understand what are the struggles they have in their systems, especially when it comes to fraud detection. Right now I'm tired, and I still need to complete my outreach of the day at least. So I've been running a series of interviews with them to understand why is it that in Canada banks are not collaborating? Why is it that banks are left alone to fight financial crimes? Because with federated learning nowadays, you can fix it. So I don't want to get deeper into the issue there or the startup project, but basically I've been reaching out to a lot of people in that industry on LinkedIn. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do that, and it's a very automated, let's say, repetitive task. Yeah, repetitive task. So I need to do that again and again and again, the very same message, but with just the name changing. And I realized that, I'm somebody who gives trainings to people on how to automate the systems to be more productive. So how about deploying an actual agent for myself? But here is the trigger. I am so tired, and I gave myself 1 hour challenge to complete a full automated agent from the beginning to the end. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but in exactly an hour I will stop and get some rest. So let's see how it goes. I got this drink, Mate Libre, that's how they call it, to help me with my goal. By the way, I'm not sponsored. I got 2 of them. Anything that has to be that's organic, or in French we call it biologique, I'm all for it. And that's why I chose this as energy drink. So here is the goal of the agent. Basically, it's going to be about scrapping internet, mainly LinkedIn, connecting with people working in the fraud department or financial crimes, including anti-money laundering. Connect with them, send them an automated message, but ideally a customized message. Hello, Tom. I'm El Nathan. I'm currently working on this study in this XYZ. So that's exactly what I intend to build, and reach out to them. But that's not all. I also want the agent to fill out my Airtable. I have an Airtable here. Fraud and financial crime. This is the first request. The CEO executive anti-money laundering. Job title. You have here the job title: President, Executive, Senior Manager, partner. I mean, you got it. You also have the LinkedIn profiles. But beside that, you have the experience. How many years? You got here people working for more than 30 years actually. So basically, I want an agent that would do the outreach, but also, let's say, recap or save or archive what it has done. So that's going to be the challenge, and I have about an hour to do so. Let's get started. Non, 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 non. J'ai pas la force pour danser. C'est pour les jeunes, ça. Ce genre d'événement, c'est pour les jeunes. C'est pas tous les gens.
C'est pour la jeunesse.
C'est que ma jeunesse est déjà passée, alors créer juste un agent dont j'ai urgemment besoin actuellement pour certaines tâches. Et puis je demandais juste si tu avais une autre recommandation en dehors de ça.
Non, pour être honnête, moi, le domaine de l'intelligence artificielle, je montre juste
Ok.
sur les bases.
C'est correct, c'est correct. J'ai 1 heure pour travailler dessus, donc
Oh, courage, hein.
c'est ça.
Ça va aller.
Merci, bye. Okay, so be careful when you set yourself a goal or a challenge. It's already been more than an hour in, and I haven't automated the process yet, but there is a but, okay? But I was able to actually use existing platform to do the scrapping, to get the list of the people that I need to contact, and also used another tool to automate the process and even have a follow-up setting so that after 2 days the first connections will have a follow-up message, right? So at least I did something. But initially what I wanted to have was a fully independent automated agent that would do the work by itself without me connecting or touching anything. So that is exactly what I'm yet to do. And yeah, but let me show you exactly what I've done so far. So with a set of tools, I was able to scrap more than 91,262 profiles. And as I mentioned, my goal here is to target people in the fintech industry. So far, I've been using the platforms, but not end-to-end, not an actual agent that would do the work independently without me. So let me show you a little bit of the behind the scene. Title, well, I won't show the name actually. The title, the emails, the company name, but also other information like the industry, the number of employee in the company, the LinkedIn profiles. You can see the company is LinkedIn URL, the city, the status, the state, the country, of course, Canada. I've spent month trying to do this manually. I mean, not trying. I've spent month reaching out to these people manually, and in a couple of hours, in just 1 hour, less than an hour, I was able to get all of this data in a second. So I believe this would be the end of this video. At least I was able to automate the outreach. I got the data. I fed it to a tool that would actually reach out to them. But there is a trigger. Because of the constraint of LinkedIn, the maximum outreach I have for a day is 25, actually 23 outreach. So the tool will be reaching out to 23 people per day, ideally 100 maximum per week, so about 400 per month. That's actually the optimum number for LinkedIn not to block my account, right? So And also another detail is I set the tool in a way that it would reach out to them in a very random sequence and also random time within the day. So it's not going to be like 20 outreach within a minute or something like that. So that's also a component that we add to these tools so that the platform won't get triggered, right? Well, that was the first time for me to do such a thing. In less than an hour or 2 hours, I was able to learn a lot, actually. And the next step, as I was referring to, is to actually complete this, but with an independent agent, in a way that I won't even have to scrap to export any set of files. I won't even bother to do anything there. The agent would do the whole work by itself, of course, with the settings that I provided. So that's it. I thought about resting, but eventually I don't think it's the time for me to rest. I'm kind of so excited about this. I want to go through and finish the whole automation process. So see you in a bit. Alright, so this video is done about 2 days after the initial video. So I realized that I didn't share with you guys exactly the tools that I used. And once again, I'm not being sponsored by any of these companies. So the first tool is called Apollo. Apollo like this. Apollo, let me copy it and paste it here. So Apollo, this is the tool I used to scrap LinkedIn. Unfortunately, it's paid. So I used the free trial version, but I couldn't export the 91,306 people that I scrapped. And as you can see here, you can filter it: partner, project manager, director, vice president, analyst, fraud detect, blah blah blah. I also located people based in Canada. My focus group is in Canada. My customer segment, actually, the industry: banking, financial services, investment banking. What else? I didn't need to customize the persona. I also wanted people with emails that were verified. What I did here was to export this content and come with it here using this platform called Phantom Buster. So Phantom Buster is actually the automation that will help me make or do the reach out, send the invite, and also the follow-ups. It sent the emails, 22 invite, as you can see, 22 per day. So far 0 request accepted, 44 after 2 days, 0 request accepted, but it has sent the emails. And as I showed earlier, these are the emails sent. These are all automated. I didn't get to reach out to these people manually. So that was pretty much good. Now, what else? Basically, after 2 days, as I set this up, it's going to send a follow-up. So you can see it right here. If I change the setup, follow-up messages. This is pretty much how it works. I provide the URL to the Excel sheet. I provide the link to the LinkedIn profile. I connect my account. This is the first message. Hello, first name. This is where the customization happens. Blah blah blah. I'm conducting this study derived from my thesis. Blah blah blah. So what's next? After 3 days, I send a follow-up message. Hi, I'm El Nathan, a student at Polytechnique Montreal and a researcher at Mila. I'm conducting a study derived from my thesis. So this will be sent as a short message, just a follow-up to the previous one. And basically, I limited this to 23 messages per day or outreach per day. Why? Because LinkedIn lets you send up to 100 invites a week. We recommend sticking to 20 invites per working day to stay within the limit. and I also send it randomly throughout the day. I don't want the system to send 1,000 messages. I mean, about actually 23 messages within a minute. It would trigger the algorithm, and I don't want to get in trouble. So that's pretty much the backend. And as I said, this is done automatically, but it doesn't constrain me from reaching out when I have time, to follow up myself when I have time. So this is just to complete the video, but as I said, ideally I want to use initn, and as you would see here, what I've done since that day was to use my server. I have a server installed, and I can do another video on that if you are interested. So to use my server to install initn, and this is basically the installation process, to install initn so that I would use initn directly from my server to deploy my AI agents. But I have been struggling a little bit with this, so I might give you a detail or an update on that later. If you have a feedback, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section, and let's chat. The workflow finished to build the agent, deploy it, and probably take a little rest or not, and continue with the readings. I have a lot of papers to read in the literature, and yeah, that's it. See you around.